How's it going, Internet Land? This is Zachamus Prime, aka Zachamus Prime, bringing you yet another video review. Today we're going to be reviewing Actually, I have no idea how I'd review that. Never mind. Today we're going to be reviewing the Transformers clones. This is the Walgreen exclusive set. It comes with Cloudraker and Wingspan. So you had the like $100. I don't know. They're probably worth a lot more than the aftermarket now. But you had the Titans Return gift sets. Came with a bunch of repaints of other figures and whatnot. But each gift set also came with a clone. One of them came with the Fast Lane, which was the car brother of this one. The other one came with Pounce, which was the weird creature wolf, maybe? I don't know. Brother of this one. And then people are like, oh, well, are they just going to like release like 4 of these gift sets and have all 4 clones or what, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. What they eventually came up with is like, oh yeah, by the way, Walgreens exclusive 2-pack. And I've been waiting for them to show up at Walgreens for the longest time. They finally did just this last week, so I picked some up. I haven't picked up the 2-packs because like they're kind of expensive, and there's really, I was interested in the Transformers, I guess they call them Magnus Prime, but it's basically the Hasbro release of the Takara version of the Hasbro version of Masterpiece Prime, and I was kind of interested in that for a while. And then I have a buddy who has the Takara version, and he also got the God Bomber as well, and the whole thing turned out to be kind of a shit show. And so I was like, maybe I'm kind of over it. And then they showed the Titans Return Optimus Prime, and I'm like, yeah, I'm totally over it. So I didn't actually pick up either of the gift sets, though. If I were to pick them up, like the clones and maybe that Magnus Prime would have been the only things I'd really be interested in. It wasn't worth the money for me. Amazon claims that they are releasing the two clones that came in the gift sets, that they're releasing them as a 2-pack. This has been months, and I had no update from them. I don't know what's going on. Walgreens did finally release theirs, and that's what we're going to review. So let's get this guy out of the way. Focus on Cloudraker for a little bit. He turns into, well, this is about what you'd expect from G1, which is one of the reasons why I like it, you know, because it just turns into this weird, like, doofus-looking airplane. It's got little tiny wings, but it's like all like blocks and chunks and whatnot, and there's no way this would realistically fly. There's no way at all. And it's silly. And one of the things that I like about G1 is that it's just silly. So yeah, there he is in his G1 alt mode, and it's great actually. I enjoy this a lot. To get him transformed up into his G1 robot mode, we're just gonna take this, unpeg that from there. It folds back like that. These are gonna come down, combine up together. I'm gonna flip out his heels, and then this will fold around on the outside. You can theoretically fold that all the way in, and that works pretty well too, though I feel that it doesn't, I feel like it's not really meant to do that. It doesn't, like this part seats right into that. You can't really see it because it's black, but it's really dark. But this hinge seats right into that little slot just perfectly, and if you fold this in all the way, it doesn't do that anymore. So fold that in, fold it in, fold it in. Open this up, put them down, put out his fists, turn his head around, and that's it for his transformation. He's actually a pretty decent little fun guy. You know, got good red, A good cream, just off-white. Like not really white, but it's not really like not white. And it looks good. I like it. It's a fun little figure. I forgot to mention, he does seem to have like a little robot, a little pad, but that's the only like landing skid that he has, and it doesn't seem like. I've noticed that several times. I've never actually put it into the vehicle mode to do that. Well, c'est la vie. But in terms of posability, he's got a ball joint here. It goes out all the way. It goes around all the way. It will go in and out on this transformation hinge just a bit. Forgot to mention, just a simple swivel on the head. The elbow will bend a little bit more than 90 degrees. On a ball joint, swivel around freely. His wrist, no posability. It will transform like that, but no posability. No waist swivel because the way it transforms, of course. He's got ball joints on his hips. Go forwards all the ways, back all the ways, out all the ways, all the ways, all the ways. Thigh swivel on his thigh. We'll go around all the ways. Knee joint, a little less than 90 degrees. No big deal. Tiniest bit of ankle rock. Mostly just because there's a lot of clearance there. Not that it's really supposed to do that. I don't know. Good little figure. Bring in wingspan here. Wingspan turns into some sort of a weird eagle thing. I forgot to mention also with this guy here, you can seat a Titan Master on top. This one will go like this. This one actually has a panel that opens up that you can see the guy in there, but it looks really silly. To get this guy transformed up, you just kind of pull these off of there. They don't really peg in, but they just kind of locate there. So I pull those out, close his legs down, turn his feet forward, bring these up, bring those out, turn his arms forward, put this down on the back, turn his head around, and that is him all transformed up. And his posability is basically the same as it. You got a swivel there, ball joint here. You have, interestingly enough, for his transformation. So this is the reason why they do that. If we pull off his arm for just a second, you'll see that his the ball joint is not in line with his elbow. It's placed a little bit forward, so that you can get that just over 90-degree bend on it. But if you were to sit here and not pivot this, oh geez, it's not even really working today. If you were to not pivot that, then it would sit at this weird angle when you got it transformed. Anyhow, it would sit weird when you got it transformed, and the feet wouldn't be in the right position. So it actually has like, he actually has like a ball joint at his elbow, plus he also has like a dedicated bicep swivel, and it's to turn the configuration of the little ball joint. Little weird, a little frustrating sometimes when you're getting him transformed up, but you know, it's all good. Hip articulation is the same. This tail gets in the way just the littlest bit, but it's not that big of a deal. Knee bend is about the same. If you like force it, you can bend it a lot more, but keep in mind that you are forcing it. You are dealing with clearances there, so no ankle whatsoever. It's just molded in. But yeah, nice little clones here. The G1 clones was something that I always wanted when I was younger, and I never got them ever. And so like they came out with these, and I'm like, oh, this is my big chance. One more thing. Both of these guys have got, doesn't seem to be showing up terribly well, but they've got a little paint app on the front, and this shows like a little bird thing, and this shows like a little airplane thing, and it's supposed to show, because the idea is in robot mode you can't tell them apart because they're clones. They look just like each other. Granted, you'll have to like you have to ignore like the wheels and the spoiler hanging off of the car guy and the like legs hanging off of the wolf guy. But the idea is that, oh well, you can't tell, so you gotta do a little rub sign thing. I rubbed on this a whole bunch, and near as I can tell, this is just a paint app. It matches the color of the old neutral rub signs, like the neutral color when you weren't rubbing on it and it was dark or black. It matches the color really, really well, and so it looks like you should just like rub it and it should turn like, you know, colors, but you can't. That's just a paint app. So a little bit bummed, actually. This would have been a good opportunity, as sticker crazy as Hasbro has been about a lot of their stuff. This would have been a good opportunity to actually put like a thermal sticker in there. That would have been great. I think that Takara actually is doing that. By the way, Takara is selling them as sets, in terms of there's a set that's both of the Decepticon clones, and there's a set that's both of the Autobot clones. Again, I didn't feel like paying the like crazy Takara import shipping fees for that. But I mean, what can you do? Let me get this guy's performance real quick, just for size comparison. This is a figure that I never actually reviewed yet, but I think everybody, I don't know, it seems that a lot of these Titans Return figures, everybody's just kind of over it. And so I'm really only reviewing these guys because they just came out like this week. And I hadn't seen any reviews of them up yet, so I was thinking, oh, well, maybe I might actually be one of the earlier ones to do it. Trying to get more viewership on my channel. I want to have a huge channel. Why? Because I think it would be cool to have a big channel and have like people be like, hey, you're cool. Why don't you review a figure before other people? So he sizes pretty well with the current generation's figures. He sizes pretty well with the older generation's figures. I don't know, actually that's huge compared to Optimus Prime, but I mean, it's about on par with Legend-sized figures. And I mean, they're fun, they're cute. They're if you've got the box sets, this is probably one of the things you're looking forward to. So go out to Walgreens, pick them up. If you're not interested in the clones, if you're one of the people who have sold them on eBay for like $30 a pop, then yeah, you probably don't need these ones either, because they're probably not going to sell on eBay for $30 a pop. Anyhow, short little review on these guys. Everybody be awesome and have a great day. Be good to each other.